afternoon. This is Aslan. As many of you may know, I go for a checkup with Prof. Naha, who's professor of sports medicine at the University of Malaya every 6 months. And on Thursday, 17th of April at 1500 hours, I had my biannual appointment. And I have some good news to share with you. Firstly, they have a new device replacing the old one they have. The new device costs 97,000 ringgit, and basically you stand on it without your socks, and you hold some grips, and they use electrical impedance to find out your body composition parameters. So Prof. Naha told me the good news that in absolute terms, I have lost 2 kilos of body fat, and my body fat percentage has decreased. I can't remember the exact percentage. I'm not sure what it is because although I did buy a copy of the report is printed on white paper. And as you know, with my poor vision, I have mydriasis, which is photosensitivity, so I can't read things on a white background. But, it's good news that I've lost 2 kilos in absolute terms of body fat. And my body fat percentage has also decreased, and my muscle mass has correspondingly increased. And my weight has put on a little bit, but that's to be expected because muscle weighs heavier than fat. So by increasing the body percentage of muscle, it is expected that my total body weight has increased slightly. But it's not of concern. Now, the other thing about this new machine that it's able to calculate the visceral fat percentage of my body. Visceral fat, as you know, is the fat in the abdominal cavity, which surrounds the organs in the abdomen. So my reading is 10%. Now, I'm unable to compare with the previous reading because the previous machine was not able to calculate the visceral fat percentage. So I can start with a new baseline of 10 now and see in 6 months' time whether it's decreased. According to Prof. Naha, anything below 10 is good, okay? For normal people, he said Olympic athletes would have a visceral fat percentage of 2 to 4%. He himself, who exercises a lot, has a visceral fat percentage of 5%. But it's unrealistic to expect it to go down to 6% or something. He said within 6 months, if I can bring it down to 8 or 9%, that would be excellent progress. So I'm quite happy there. Overall, I was so overjoyed with my appointment, and I look forward for my next appointment with Prof. Naha in 6 months' time to see what further progress I would be able to make. Now, one of the things that has helped me with my progress is having a low-fat, whole-food, plant-based diet. And next month in May, I'm going to have cooking classes. I'm going to start cooking classes. I haven't decided on a date because I need, at least 4 or 5 people to commit to a date before I can hold a class. So if you can get 4 to 5 people who'd like to learn how to cook either raw food or whole food plant-based without oil, let me know. And then I can arrange a class for you. And then I can also make it public because the more people, the merrier. But there's a limit to, say, 8 to 12 people for a class because if you have too many people, it becomes a bit difficult to manage. Because I have a small kitchen and it's not fair if everybody doesn't get to see what's happening. Okay, so that's the update for you. And those of you who've been making donations for my eye treatment, I thank you very much. Any donation, however small, is greatly appreciated. The progress on my eyes is very slow, but the fact that it hasn't deteriorated is already a win, because in general it's called a degenerative disease and is expected to deteriorate over time. But the fact that it hasn't, in fact, it has not only arrested but made very small improvements, which are quite subjective. I can't objectively quantify the improvements, but there are days where I can see a lot clearer, a lot sharper. But when I did the Ishihara test, I can't see any difference to my color blindness. But it will take time, because I'm taking these Ayurvedic medicines, which are basically supplements. One of the supplements is called Triphala, which has Nellika in it, which is Amla, Philanthus amblica, which has ellagic acid in it, just like strawberries. So ellagic acid is essential for the stimulation of stem cells. So with the production of new stem cells, I'm able to make new retinal pigment epithelium cells, and that would gradually improve my vision. So the other thing I do is the hot oil massage at the Ayurveda Center, which is a form of lymphatic drainage massage, which helps get rid of body fat as well as fat-soluble toxins. And that has improved my neurogenic bladder dysfunction. And neurogenic bladder dysfunction is also a manifestation of insulin resistance. So with the improvement in the neurogenic bladder dysfunction, I can also expect an improvement in the insulin resistance, because it has the same etiology. And so I'm very happy, and I'm very grateful for everyone who has donated. And if you haven't made a donation, please consider making a donation, because it will be unfair for the same people to keep on donating. It'll be nice if new people donate. Okay, if more people donate, then it doesn't matter how much each person donates, because it's the total sum that matters rather than what individuals donate. But if only one person donates, then the whole burden of the finances are on one person. But if 100 people make donations of $1 each, then I get 100 ringgit. So it's a total amount that will be used for my medical treatments, my alternative and traditional medical treatments like Aku Bekam, acupuncture, and Ayurveda, which is not it's not available through the public health sector. Okay, so thank you so very much. I'm very grateful for all your voluntary contributions and donations. Please keep it up, and I will give you updates from time to time about my progress. In fact, I wanted to combine today's update with on Monday, because on Monday I'm going to see the physician at Ruka, which is Rawatan Utama Klinik Awam, but I couldn't wait. I was too excited to tell you the good news. So this is an interim update, and I'll give a further update after my Ruka appointment on Monday. Okay, thank you.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.